After seeing Machu Picchu and finishing the south, we headed back to Cusco. There, we headed out of the airport and boarded a flight that went first to Lima and then further north up to Trujillo. There we would spend the last week of our stay in Peru. After spending the last 2 weeks in the Andes, coming back to sea level was a welcome return, and it was much easier getting around the city. We spent 3 nights in Trujillo. It is a large city, although it's definitely not as prepared for tourism as the south is.
Tenemos los 4 operadores Movistar en P-Pixel Claro, Internet Hogar de Pixel. Chip prepago de Movistar totalmente gratis. Chip de Claro gratis en P-Pixel Claro.
There are 3 major sites close to the city of Trujillo. One is Chan Chan, which will be the subject of the next video, and worth a trip all by itself. The other is the Temple of the Sun and the Temple of the Moon. Both of these structures are close to each other, just outside of the city. Directly across from the Temple of the Sun, on the other side of the massive plaza, is the Temple of the Moon. This is a smaller but more elaborately decorated counterpart, which served primarily religious and ceremonial purposes. Unlike the nearby Temple of the Sun, which was almost completely ruined, the Temple of the Moon had undergone extensive restoration work. This allowed us to really appreciate the beautiful colors and the designs in the murals as we passed through it.
The features
The 4th level? Yeah.
depicting the offerings, the first offerings they brought in order to calm down the god. To please, they tried to please the god.
I see.
Bringing offerings.
Right.
Look at this. There's a cross.
Oh, the Spanish were
Like Jesus.
included.
Like,
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
but we haven't found any evidence of this kind of torture or.
Oh.
Moche used more than 130 million adobe bricks, many marked with symbols representing different communities or groups, likely indicating a system of labor tribute. It took us about 1 hour to get through the complex. We could really appreciate the differences between Moche culture and Incan culture, which we'd experienced down in the south. We could see the differences, not only in the styles, but also in the building materials used when they constructed their buildings.
We're standing on top.
On the same face.
The way that
In the distance, we could see the Temple of the Sun. It is a massive stepped pyramid, originally consisting of at least 8 levels. Unfortunately, erosion and looting has reduced its height. Originally, it might have been up to 50 meters, or 164 feet in height. After finishing the tour of the ruins, our guide drove us over to a nearby art installation, featuring a number of works dedicated to fertility rituals. Be warned, after the next few moments, you will see some images of male and female anatomy which are very explicit in nature, even though they are very humorous in the way they were done. We enjoyed the 3 days in and around Trujillo. It was interesting experiencing a few different ancient cultures that were not quite the same as what we had seen down south with the Inca. It isn't quite as prepared for tourism as the south, and you have to be a little bit more independent in your travels, but it was well worth it. In the next video, we'll be visiting the nearby ruins of Chan Chan, a huge complex built over 1,000 years ago by the Timor people.